What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica, and on this channel we talk about my journey with VSG, weight loss, health and wellness, lifestyle, and anything else I feel like talking about. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a video like this one. So today we're going to be talking about what it's been like month 2 post-op from VSG or vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. So I'm just going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I don't have any makeup on. My hair is up in a messy bun and it matches the rest of my life, my messy room, my messy life. We're going to be talking about that today. But first, let's go ahead and get the metrics and weight loss out of the way, because I'm sure you are curious about that. So just a reminder, I had my gastric sleeve surgery on October 1st, 2020. So as of December 1st, I lost 9.4 pounds in the month of November, and I lost a total of 32 pounds since my surgery and 42 pounds since my highest weight. So I'm currently sitting at 217 pounds. I did not take measurements this month just because I kind of took measurements in the middle of last month and I just kind of didn't see the point. I don't think that my measurements have changed that much. So I'm just going to take them on January 1st and just start off the new year. Now let's talk about how I feel. Okay, so if you watched my last video, which was my 1 month post-op video, please be sure to go check that out. It is going to be a little bit different from this video. So in my first month, like I stated, everything was pretty much great. I really didn't have any complaints. And the same was true until I got to about 6 weeks. It was almost like as soon as that 6 weeks hit, my emotional state completely changed. I have got to be honest with you guys. I am struggling. Not with regret, not with not being able to like eat certain things really. It really has to do with just my emotional health. It has to do with seasonal depression. You know, it's kind of tricky to pinpoint exactly what has been causing me to feel depressed and anxious. You know, honestly, I think it is just a combination of a lot of things, but I, for the past 2 weeks, have been feeling so depressed. It has literally taken everything in me to even just hit record and record this video for you guys. I couldn't put makeup on. I couldn't do anything with my hair. I just want you guys to be able to see what it's like and the real true Jessica, the real true journey. And honestly, I'm not doing that well right now. I know that I'm going to get out of this. I know this is just a season. I know this is temporary, but I wanted to be real and vulnerable and honest with you guys. That's all that I'm about. And I don't want to just come on here when everything looks perfect and be like, yes, this journey is just so easy. Getting this surgery is so easy, because it's not. And that isn't the point. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be worth it. And I am still glad that I had it done. Absolutely, 100%. So I don't have any regrets thus far. I am just struggling emotionally. I think it is a combination of my hormones shifting after the surgery. I've had 2 menstrual cycles since my surgery, and they have been intense. Not necessarily the cycle itself, but the emotional PMS kind of things that go along with it. I already struggle with PMDD. I've not been diagnosed, but without a doubt, I'm like pretty sure I have it. So I already struggle with that. And then since my surgery, I feel like it has gotten so much worse. So that has been part of the reason why these past couple weeks have been a little bit harder. But I think also too, we just had Thanksgiving. That was a little bit difficult for some personal reasons. And it gets dark so early. I am a summer girl. I love for the sun to be out. I love sunshine, rainbows, warm weather. So every time it gets cold, I already struggle with that. I am a single woman. I'm a Christian woman. I struggle with desiring to be with somebody during this time. So all of these things kind of play into this season being hard for me, and I want to be really like vulnerable and honest with you guys. And so it's not been easy. I will say the past few days have been a little bit better. However, today it's been rainy and cold, and it's a Sunday, and I was just so tired. So I took a long nap during the day, and I had to pry myself out of bed to do anything today, because if it were up to me, I would just lay there. So I am hoping and praying that this time next month I will be in a different headspace, that I won't be feeling this way, that I will be in a better mental state. But that is where I am right now. Okay, so now let's talk about food. So this month, a lot has changed with my diet. From the 5 or 6 week point, I technically was able to eat anything, starting my regular diet. And for the most part, from that point on, I've pretty much been eating what I want, but what I've wanted has changed. I used to be a chicken fanatic. Like, I literally could eat chicken every meal and be completely content and not get sick of it. And now that has definitely changed. I don't crave it hardly ever. It's gotten better in the last week or so, but I would say the beginning of November, when I would try to eat chicken, it would hurt and it didn't feel good. And so I just didn't do it. And then the more time went on, it got easier to eat, and I'm assuming that it's going to continue to get easier to eat. But I am really trying to eat my vegetables first and make sure that I'm getting my nutrition in that way before I worry about chicken. I know that is probably controversial to some people, because you're like, no, protein first. I'm getting my protein in, so I'm really not worried about that. In that way, I would rather eat my vegetables than eat chicken. I would say a couple weeks ago, I started craving sweets, and I will say prior to surgery, I had the biggest sweet tooth. So that was a little alarming, but again, I really think that has to do with my hormones and my cycle and PMS. That's very typical for me to just crave all of the sugar, all of the sweets, and have very strong cravings before my cycle. And that was definitely the case this month. So I think that has something to do with it. I have had sugar, I've had sweets, but I don't indulge like I used to. I don't just sit there and like eat as much as I possibly can and like binge on it. So that is a victory, and I don't feel like I need it all of the time. I actually crave saltier foods more than I crave sweets now. So that is something completely different for me. So I'm thankful for that. And I hope that continues as I expand my diet more and as I can start to eat more food. I still have not eaten red meat. I am just a little nervous about it. And again, I've never been a super big red meat eater, so I'm not really like in a hurry to eat it. I do like an occasional steak every now and then, but I'm just afraid it's gonna hurt, and so I am just gonna wait for that. I don't know when I'm gonna start incorporating that back into my diet, but once I do, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Lastly, in the food category, I do want to talk about Thanksgiving. So for Thanksgiving, I did go visit my family, and I had your traditional Thanksgiving food. I will actually insert a picture here of before and after. I surprisingly ate more than I anticipated, but I didn't push myself to the point of discomfort, if that makes any sense. I have done that over stupid stuff like eating macaroni and cheese, which is besides the point. But yeah, I actually felt good after I ate. It was delicious. And the one thing I will say that I was actually really excited about was I ate, I was content, and I moved on. I didn't try to sit there and eat just because there was tons of food. And I even packed myself a to-go plate because I did go visit family that was about an hour away. So whenever I was coming back home, I packed myself up a plate and I forgot it. And I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I forgot this perfectly good, delicious food. Like before, I would just eat it just to eat it, just because it was there. Oh, just because this is Thanksgiving food, you know, I would kind of have like that mindset, like I've got to eat it because it's there. And that just wasn't the case this year. And so I was really excited about that. I will say I did struggle with family members like, oh, is that all you're going to eat? Oh my gosh, like this can't be healthy. You're going to starve to death, you know, like, so that was a little triggering. I kind of expected it to some degree, but I will say that it affected me more than I thought that it would. But honestly, with everything else that was going on that week, with just my depression and stuff, I was like, that's just the least of my worries. Honestly, it probably did affect it, but it just wasn't big compared to everything else that was going on. So and now let's talk about exercise. So since the last time I talked to you guys, I did start exercising again. Fun fact about me, I love to work out. I know that that is not a popular opinion, especially with people that are overweight that require or desire to have a weight loss surgery. But for the past 5 years, I have loved to exercise, specifically kickboxing and weightlifting. And I've been doing that consistently for the past, like I said, 5 years. But I've been going to this specific kickboxing gym for the past year and a half. And I could not wait to go back. I missed it. I missed it so much. I missed my family there. I missed the community that I have there, but I just miss the exercise too. And I do struggle with mild depression and stuff like that. It isn't chronic. I don't take anything for it, but I can just tell a huge difference whenever I'm not exercising. And so for me, exercising helps my mental health tremendously. Therefore, I make sure that I do it not only for my mental health, but obviously my physical health too. Again, I am a Christian and I do believe in taking care of the temple, which is our bodies. And that's one of the reasons why I had the surgery, was to continue to take care of my temple. But I was very excited about getting back to exercising, but I was very nervous because in this community, you know, there's so many different voices talking. Some people say wait, 5 to 6 weeks to start exercising. Some people say wait 6 months to a year. I had to make the executive decision for myself when I should go back to exercising. And for me, the time was about 7 weeks I started back. So I went back. I honestly anticipated to be like completely winded, gonna fall out, because at that point it had been 2 months since I worked out. And it's very high intensity. It is like circuit training, kickboxing, very high intensity cardio. Your heart rate's through the roof the whole time. So I really anticipated being super out of shape, out of breath, almost like blacking out or something, not being able to drink enough water. But honestly, it's been fine. Like, my endurance hasn't decreased that much, which I was shook by, because I'm like, how do I still have endurance and it's been 2 months since I've worked out? Normally that's like the first thing to go, but then you still have a little bit of strength. But for me this time, my strength is gone. Like, my muscle is gone, and I miss my little leg muscles. I miss my little booty muscle. I've noticed that I feel like my butt's getting flabby or something. I'm like, oh no, we gotta work this out. So I'm gonna have to start doing more squats or something. But anyways, as far as the exercise, I have felt fine. I have felt great. I enjoy it. Like I said, I've only been back a couple of weeks or so. I don't have any like a six-pack yet or guns to show you guys, but I just wanted to kind of report on how it's made me feel and that kind of thing. So, and last but not least, let's just talk about the things that I have improved on and the things that I can continue to improve on. So last month I talked about how I was not very good at taking my medicine and my supplements and stuff like that. I've actually gotten better. Yes, I've gotten better. I don't know what kind of like clicked in my head, but something clicked in my head because I've gotten better. Hold on, let me show you something. Okay, so this is my little pill holder that I put my supplements in. So as you can see, today is Sunday, so I filled this little bad boy up. And in here I have my B1s, my biotin, I take heartburn medicine, and then this little square is my little chewy calcium. And then in the kitchen I have my multivitamins, which I'm currently taking a gummy vitamin. So yeah, this has helped me tremendously with remembering to take all of my supplements. I tried this, I think like right after my surgery, and then didn't stick with it, but for some reason this past month I have stuck with it, so that is an improvement. As far as something that I need to continue to improve on, my water. You guys, it's so hard to get water in. It's so hard to get water in. If you were to tell me before my surgery that I was not going to be the water drinker that I once was, I would have called you a liar. Because before surgery, I could chug a gallon of water a day, no problem. I loved it. Now, it's so hard. It's so hard. Okay, so that is something that I desperately need to work on this month. And also just cleaning up my diet and really refining it and kind of figuring out my routine, because I really haven't found a routine yet, because going from liquids to soft foods to incorporating like other things back into your diet, it's weird because certain things don't agree with you. So you're really just eating what you can in the beginning. And now that things, for the most part, I kind of got it figured out, I'm making decisions that probably aren't the best. Like I'm choosing potatoes over, a salad, when a salad doesn't bother me at all. So I need to eat the salad, but I'm just going towards the potatoes because that's what I've been eating for the past 2 months. So just kind of things like that. I need to clean up my diet a little bit more, incorporating more fruits and vegetables, and making sure that I'm getting my protein in. Like I said, for the most part, I get my protein in every day. I'm not worried about that. It's more so the water and liquids that I need to work on. But that is it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me and watching my videos. I can't wait, for a year post-op, 2 years post-op. It's going to be so great to be able to go back and watch my journey month by month, week by week. But for the meantime, I am here 2 months post-op, and thank you for the people that are ride or die out here with me. And please continue to watch, because I'm going to have more videos coming out. Just bear with me, you guys. It's been hard. And I've not felt motivated to make a video on anything other than this, dragging myself in all of my natural beauty to you to just give you an update. So bear with me. Things will get better. I know that they will. But in the meantime, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe so that you can make sure you don't miss out on any videos coming up in the future. And if you do not follow me on Instagram, go ahead and check me out on Instagram as well. It is Jessica's Journey _VSG. And until next time, you guys have a blessed day. Bye.